Well, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. Thank you for joining me today. I recently heard about Lifecycle Transitions and I just was blown away. It's such an amazing business. Tell our viewers about it, will you?
Yeah. Lifecycle Transitions is a transition company that works with clients that are in transition. Typically, we get the call when something happened, something's going to happen, or something needs to happen, such as a death, a divorce, a retirement, downsizing, or a client that's reaching retirement and want to consider some alternatives.
So that's awesome. You work with a lot of people that really need your help, huh?
Oh, absolutely. We've been in business over 11 years and we've transitioned over 500 clients in 6 states. We originally started as a property preservation company working with Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and Bank of America and so forth, taking distressed properties onto the market during the housing crunch. And as we were transitioning these bank-owned properties, we realized there was an even bigger market of helping people proactively that are facing these situations or circumstances and maybe wanting to get a hand on it proactively rather than reactionary. So we started a transition company. At the time, it was called Top Notch Transitional Services. And over the years, it evolved to Lifecycle Transitions. And the reason we came up with the name Lifecycle because every one of our transitions is about the cycle of life. As people get older, as their needs change, as their wants change, as their physical limitations begin to change right or left, north or south, they're going to need to think about things like universal design, aging in place. Is this a home that's going to cause me the most heartache or challenges as I get older because there's stairs in the home, or maybe the restroom should be on the first floor when it's on the second floor, or even just trying to make sure that their finances in terms of their retirement can support them as people are aging significantly longer than they were before.
So exactly what kinds of things do you do for them?
We do everything. We do everything from packing, sorting, cleaning, organizing, haul away. We have a home rescue program where we work with clients that are in jeopardy of losing their home due to condemnation, foreclosure, or maybe a stint in the nursing home, and they're deciding at some point or another that it's a good idea for them to get back home, but they're afraid that their little secret that they've been holding under lock and key for 30 or 40 years is now going to be a topic of discussion. So as we realized 8 years ago, home care is one of those things that creates a roadblock when you're dealing with situations where maybe there's a hoarding circumstance at home, or just a structural home that maybe that person had overlooked or maybe neglected to deal with in a timely manner, that now when they're in a hospital or rehab looking to get discharged, it's going to become an issue because they can't get a private company to provide services in those situations. So we would go to as to what we think needs to be addressed. And they'll pick and choose what makes the most sense. In some cases, many cases, particularly now, clients are deciding that home isn't necessarily what it's going to be required for them, as they have to deal with rehabbing and dealing with stairs, and they'll much rather take a downsizing. So what we do in our home rescue program is we work with clients in those cases where we'll do the analysis on what it's going to cost to fix these things, what the house is worth in its current condition. And our team of realtors that we work with would help them find a new home. We'll either put the house on the market and address the things that we think aesthetically and cosmetically and structurally are going to be necessary for them to pass a home inspection. And if they don't have the time or the money to deal with those things, then our home rescue program would acquire the property or get the property acquired through the program as is, find them a new home, move them into the new home, and unpack them in 30 days or less.
Wow, that's an amazing program. And if they wanted to age at home, but let's say they don't have a full bathroom on the first floor, do you help them build that? Do you do building like that?
Yeah, we have over 300 professional licensed contractors, fully bonded and insured. They can do everything from renovations to full-scale kitchens to electrical to plumbing to stair lifts. Anything that they're going to need to return home from an adaptive accessibility standpoint, we can address that. Our primary focus is to take their situation for the uniqueness of what it is and come up with a game plan that fits their individual needs. So if the goal and the objective of Mrs. Smith, who's 84 years old, is to go home because she wants to live in this home and potentially pass away in this home, we can make that wish come to reality as well.
That's fantastic. And which states are you working in currently?
We cover all of the Northeast. We cover from New Hampshire, Maine, all the way to New York, and we also have an office in Chicago. And we're actively expanding our reach nationally as we open up new franchises and so on and so forth.
That's fantastic. And I was speaking with one of your guys who just sounded like the most compassionate guy. You must hire really people who take the time to listen to the elderly and really hear what they want and help them get it.
Absolutely, our team is everything. We're a company of people, and in our time of need, it's usually going to be a stranger that's going to offer you the most compassion. We're the family, for the client that doesn't necessarily have the family close in proximity because maybe they have a distant niece or nephew in a state across the country, but they want someone who's going to be compassionate to care for their loved one as though that was our loved one. So we've done over 500 of these transitions, and a lot of that is a testament of the men and women that go into these situations and make sense of it and give our clients back their home in their dignity.
Do you have an extensive training program when you take someone on board?
We absolutely do. I mean, there's a lot of sensitivity, compassion training that we deal with a lot of hoarding circumstances. So there's a lot of programs on how we can deal with situations and de-escalate anxieties and minimize stress. But our process when it comes to transitioning is therapy. It's soothing. It's soothing because, I just did a transition recently where a client lost her mom and her dad in her boyfriend in the same house that she's been in for over 45 years. And she had to go through all the emotional roller coasters on how she's adjusting to so many different experiences in this home, and now coming to the reality that now she has to move on with her life. And part of that is, dealing with the home and so exploring options with her that made the most sense for her. And in her case, she thought of the home rescue program as being a perfect situation for her, or solution for her, rather say.
Yeah. Okay. And so if people want to reach you, what's the best way to reach you?
If people want to reach us, they can reach me at 1-877-273-7810, or they can reach us at lifecycletransitions.com, or they can email us directly at info@lifecycletransitions.com or Brandon@lifecycletransitions.com.
But thank you so much for taking the time. I'm so excited to share your business with my audience. I think it's a fantastic business that a lot of people can use. Okay. Have a great day. Thanks.
You as well.
Thanks. Bye-bye.